Okay, let's go for the Swiftedge Box Theory. I'm gonna walk you through everything. Everything you need to know and how to do it manually and calculate it and stuff like that. So we're just gonna dive into it. We are gonna start at the daily time frame and we're gonna see what the average true range is. The value is 284. We start with this. This is our first clue how to calculate the range we are going to work with, and then we also need to see if it is a high volume day or a low volume day, and we do that with the built-in volume uh, indicator that the trading view have. So we have two regimes. We have high volume days like this, these days that are above the average, and low volume days. And we are multiplying high volume days with 1.35, low volume days with 0.65. Okay, so this is not it can be both, or both high volume. It depends on how you want it. But let's take the 278 ATR, 48, and that we're gonna times with 0.65. That gives us 161 in forecast range, or if we have taken the other one, that gives us 334 in forecast range. So we are going to just grab a box, make it like 161. That's hard to. And we are placing it. Yeah, actually, we need to go back in time. We need to go back in time. Okay, we're just gonna take the previous day here. We're gonna take the previous day because we need to forecast the day. We need to forecast the day. So here we are below. We have 257. 257 times 0.65 is 167. So we are going to grab a box and make it one, what was it? 167. There you go. We're gonna put this at the closing price of the day, and then we're gonna add in some lines. We want 50 points. And we're just gonna make this red so people understand that this is our start shorting area, and we're gonna make another one, and we're gonna make another one. Yeah, let's zoom out a little bit here. We're just gonna drag this so that fits. The other one, and we're gonna do the same in the opposite range. If we go above here, don't trade. That's a little bit easier. Good. We're gonna make these green, so we know this is our area we want to buy. Okay, so now we have this. Now we have the ranges where we want to take our trades. We want to take our trade at this guy, this line down here, and we want to take our trade in between this area or this area, lastly this area. If we go below this, then we don't expect the price won't reverse. It's most likely to not reverse from here, so it's better to stay away. We're gonna roll it till we get to the market open around 9. Have a little bit of time. Actually, if you're in the pre-market, as you can see here, then you actually got an entry. Yeah, here we have our open. So we actually already touched up here. Let's zoom down a little bit. This was on the 15-minute chart. I'm just gonna go back to 9 o'clock and go to the 5-minute, and then we're gonna look how the price will run throughout our levels that we have just calculated. Price will tend to stay in this area 86% of all days, and the closing price is will end in here, and that's why our entries should be in these areas of interest. We don't want to trade in here. This is here we want to take our profits. So you can trade from edge to middle, which has the highest percentage of win rate, but you can also target edge to edge. As you can see, it is quite it does it quite often. Yeah, oh, fuck it. You get the point. Oh, we have a new day here. So this this is an example on how you can mark it up. We just go to another day. Let's do it. Let's go to Thursday. Oop. Yes. Thursday, 20 November. And we're gonna go just to select the bar here. And we're gonna go on our daily chart. Oh, it looks like we are having some action here. This day probably gonna be a day where we are not hitting any box because we are having a huge average true range. The 500 points we are expecting. That's a huge day, but it's not impossible. I'm just gonna draw like ish areas. We have what have we need to go to around here, and we have one, and we need to go down to here, and 50 more. Whoop. We also take up here what we have. It's around here and here and here. So now we go into the day. Did we place it correctly? Or are we having, maybe it makes this known mistake for trading view. Uh, we're gonna start over. We're gonna start over. Let's just randomly click. Okay. We have 262 and it's actually a high volume day. 353. 350. Ah, boom. This is our closing. Yeah. Okay, and I'm not gonna draw any of the lines outside the box. But this should be the range for that trading day. Actually, now I want to see how far this is. Okay. Yeah, it is around in the area where we want to have interest. So, as you can see, everything is static. We have a tool, and that's this. This was just to show you how you can actually do it manually. But the idea is, to take the trades from one area, key area you want to trade, into the middle or to the other side of the box. Everything depends on where we open. So let's just take this open for an example. We are opening way above our range. So we probably want to go back into the range again and hopefully test this. Now we know it's gonna do it, but we can take any day on we just go back to a random day. I think this was a real shit day to pick actually, but let's see. Where's the price? Why is the price not moving? Oh, it's weird. That is weird. Okay, I'm gonna go out of the replay mode. Let's let's just go to the 15 minutes and then pick a day here. So now we have a day, random day, and we should because we are starting in this extreme, we should, our bias and target should be this. Hey, you can take the high, you can take the middle line, but if, yeah, opposite sides. It's not for fun. You have like a perfect day here, actually. So this is like, I will not call it a quick walkthrough, but you get the point. Um, you can implement it with a lot of tools on how you are finding the entries. You can use order flow. You can use, yeah, all kind of what you like to find the exact entry. You can also time it on the 1 minute time frame, so it makes sense. And the box, of course, gonna move with the the day, so you always have it. And but yeah, you can use the like price action. You just use the yellow box as a guideline. Where is the price most likely to be during the day? So it's kind of like a GPS for the day. You know, if you're opening down here, there's a very big chance that we will go up here. Okay. All the statistics and stuff like that is on yeah, on many of the TikToks I have made. So, but ask if you have any. But this was a quick walkthrough. So, see you.